Hello, bookworms, bibliophiles, and lovers of all things literature. Welcome to the next episode of the Braless Book Guild podcast, where we discard our bras and dive into summer to talk about books, both published and unpublished. We are your hosts, Jenna.
Hi, guys.
Marissa.
Hello.
And I'm Megan. Also, today is International Tea Day.
Hey.
So,
Get a little look into how we actually record.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do your research, you can figure out when this episode was recorded.
It's also my parents' anniversary, so happy anniversary to them. 42 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a long time.
It's a long time. I was about to joke, like, they've been married longer than I've been born. Wait a second.
That's not always true.
It's not always how it works, yeah. So,
That's true.
All right, to celebrate International Tea Day, not that I did that on purpose, but I went to Barnes & Noble last week to get my sister a birthday gift, and my sister-in-law a birthday gift, and I saw these as you head towards the checkout aisle, and I was like, I need to get these. One, it was the chocolate. I saw the chocolate, and I was like, well, I love chocolate. And then I looked further, and it's Harney & Sons
Tea Truffle Collection.
Harney & Sons in camaraderie, what is that called? Where you have a business partnership? In partnership with the Bissinger's, which I assume is a chocolate place. Yes, it says handcrafted chocolates. But yeah, it is the Tea Truffle Collection, and we have 3 flavors. Jenna, what are those flavors?
We have English Breakfast Tea Truffle, which is an English breakfast tea ganache and orange caramel covered in dark chocolate. We have Paris Tea Truffle, which we are all fans of the Paris tea. That's Paris tea and bergamot caramel inside of a dark chocolate shell. The London Fog Tea Truffle is an Earl Grey and lavender white chocolate ganache covered in milk chocolate. I'm really excited to eat these.
I know, right?
I might need a whole box later.
Yeah. I mean, on the box it said it was 30% off, so definitely go for it.
Might have to go back and get some.
Yeah. So while we eat those, we are obviously going to be drinking tea. So what are you drinking, Marissa?
I am drinking a toasted hazelnut tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that'll go really good with the chocolates.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Jenna?
I'm drinking, it's called Rosé All Day. It's an herbal tea that has strawberries and corn flour and apple pieces. It actually has a nice light, almost rosé flavor. It tastes like a non-alcoholic rosé. And I'm drinking it iced, obviously, because I feel like that would be a weird tea to drink warm.
I am drinking I almost called it a dirty chai, but it's not. A spicy chai.
You would not like a dirty chai. Dirty chai has coffee in it.
One place that we went to, they put, instead of coffee, they did chocolate syrup. And it was pretty good. But I imagine for those tea lovers and coffee lovers out there that a dirty chai is the best of both worlds.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Dang.
Dirty chais are peak perfection. It's funny because my mom, we took her out to breakfast when she was out this last month. And she got a chai latte, and she said something about the chai latte. And I go, well, it doesn't have coffee in it. It's just tea. And she was like, what? And I was like, well, if you want a chai latte with coffee in it, you have to get a dirty chai latte. And it was just mind blown that chai lattes didn't have coffee.
I imagine anything that has latte in it
would just
seem
assume
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
no.
I don't blame her.
But latte just means milk.
Milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in America it does.
Yes.
Well, latte literally means milk in, what is it? Italian, I think?
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess my brain always told me it was French. And I was like, that's not how you say milk in French. Do I know how to say milk in French? No.
No, I think it's Italian, because I think everything at Starbucks and stuff like that is the Italian base.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think it's
latte in Italian is just milk.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. So could you just go to a restaurant and order a latte and they'd give you milk?
Yeah, it's usually steamed milk.
Oh, cool. Fun fact for Megan.
Fun fact for Megan. That's what I make my son every morning so that he feels like he's having coffee with me.
Oh, yeah.
Elias always has a latte.
Elias always has a latte.
Inclusive. We love it. All right. So to hop into today's episode, we are going to be celebrating International Tea Day by talking about books about summer because they're totally related.
Right.
So, yes.
It's like summer tea. We could have ice teas.
We could have totally thrown this all out the window and done, books with tea mentioned in it. And
honestly,
stuff like
that would be a really good episode. We should save that for next year, or we can have International Tea Day whenever we want, right?
Who knows? There might be different types of tea days.
Because we have like what is the one we did a whole episode on?
We've
with
got Tempest
vampires.
of Tea.
Tempest of Tea.
Tempest of Tea. Under the Whispering Door had tea relations. Parasol Protectorate.
You got me that magic steeped in folklore.
Yeah.
Magic steeped in folklore. I'm just adding our teas
Steeped
into
in poison.
Yes.
Yeah, magic steeped in poison. That one is called literally the Books of Tea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty out there that we could have a very long discussion of. But alas,
But we failed.
we will prepare better next time. So we're going to talk about books of summer, even though we're a little early for summer and summer doesn't start until next month. But next month, we're saving it for all things queer again.
Yeah.
So we want to
And it's heating up. It's starting to feel summery.
It definitely is. You're in a tank top, Jenna.
Yeah, I'm in a tank top. We've stuck our feet in the pool. Marissa too.
Marissa's in a tank
Also
top
in a
as
tank
well.
She's just like, I'm useless over
She shrugged like she's like, what am I, chopped liver?
Just the afterthought of everything.
That's
I
what you
was
get for
facing-
being
I was facing Jenna.
Uh-huh. Sure.
If we did this, if you were,
sister
like,
dynamics.
right there, I'd see you. Anyway,
All right, I'm changing my seating position.
so she can be more included. But yeah, so as we hop into warmer weather, unless you're on the southern hemisphere, in which case it's cooler weather, you can enjoy this later in the year.
Discussion
Yeah.
of summer that means nothing to you.
Yeah. All right. So when you guys think of like summer books, is there any books that immediately come to mind? Either in the sense of, you know, I would read this in the summer, or I read this and it takes place in summer, or I want to save this to read in the summer. Anything?
When you first suggested this, the only thing I could think of was like required reading over the summer before you start your next class. That was the first thing that came to my mind. Were like all the books I had to read over the summer for the next semester of school.
Okay, that's so weird to me though, because I never had that.
Yeah.
Because they would give us the books. Like I remember once high school started, that first week, every class they'd walk you to the like little barn thing. You also went to Pondo, right?
No.
Where did you go?
Eldo.
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. So they walk you to like this little barn thing, and then there's a lady that checks out your like textbooks for you, and that was included in that. So in sophomore year, when I broke my foot a week before school started and I was on crutches, we had a friend who I will bleep his name, but Lucas he carried my books for me. He was so nice.
Oh.
You don't have to bleep his name. I feel like Lucas is a very generic name.
Okay.
No one would know.
Shout out to Lucas. Thank you for carrying my books in sophomore year when I couldn't.
Lucas was a very sweet guy.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to him in 100 years, but he was sweet.
Yeah. He mentioned to me about moving to Korea to be a teacher, and I was like, I don't think they'd accept you because you are genuinely Korean and they want white people. Even though you speak English, it doesn't matter.
For me, the books, like, I specifically remember going into freshman year and having, like, a list of, like, 3 different books I had to read before I started freshman year. And then I added a 4th one on there because I knew at some point during my high school experience I'd have to read it. So my entire summer before freshman year was just reading books for school.
I was going to say, I remember that with you. I remember you getting those. And then it's funny because I remember thinking, I don't think we had this. And I wonder if that's a difference in the teaching style that they started to do because you're significantly younger than us. So I wonder if that's something they started to do later on because they realized kids weren't actually reading during school year. And they're like, maybe we just give them this over the summer.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. But you never know. Their brains don't make sense sometimes.
I know.
I will say, though, I did actually read the books over so, I mean, it worked on me.
No, they won't. But I did.
But it did. But it did work, technically. It technically worked on me. But part of that was, too, I didn't know what I was going into with the teacher. Where if, like, once I start school, I understand the teachers better.
Yes.
And I could kind of understand what they're looking for when I'm reading. And I could kind of BS that if I need to. Where beforehand, if I didn't know the teacher, I'd be like, I have to read this book because I have to know about it to know what the teacher's going to want.
Right.
This would be something to ask Ryan. I mean, he only teaches middle school, so I highly doubt that they would give them required reading before.
Yeah.
But when he comes on for our required reading episode, let's be sure to ask him this.
Yeah, I
Who's
mean,
gonna remember?
He probably,
Not me.
He might have an idea of whether or not his students get it leaving middle school and
Yeah.
into high school, which is what Marissa had. So, yeah, you never know.
Oh, that's
How many times
that's a
did middle
good
school
point.
teachers go, "You're not going to get this in high school. You better learn because they're
Remember-
not going to be as nice to you in high school."
Yeah, you're not going to carry a calculator in your pocket, so you better learn how to do it. And here we are,
Here we are with a calculator in my pocket,
carrying
always.
literal computers in our pockets
Yes.
every day.
Not just a calculator. I have access to the internet on my pocket.
Also, quick side note, as we eat our chocolates through this episode, at the end of the episode, we should have a either ranking or what was your favorite or a little review of these chocolates.
Okay.
Okay.
Down.
All right. Yeah,
What
so
did you start with, Rissa?
I don't know.
I
I don't
did-
remember what they were.
Was it
I did
orange
the
on top?
Paris.
Yeah.
That is the English breakfast.
Yeah, I was going to say English breakfast. I can definitely taste that.
Was there any book specifically in that summer thing that you particularly remember?
I remember all of them.
Oh, wow.
I remember because I think I was required to read The Catcher in the Rye, which I hated. A Farewell to Arms, which was okay, but I barely remember it. I remember the bonus one that I read was To Kill a Mockingbird, because I knew that was something I would have to read during the summer or during my high school experience at some point. So I just got it out of the way and read it early. And then the third one, oh no, I said I remembered them all, and I can't. Did I write it down? I might have written it down.
And was this one book per year that you were in?
No, this was 3 books over the summer.
Each
But-
month.
But you had...
Oh, so I think it was just those.
But Marissa
A
read
Farewell
more than she
to-
needed to.
Arms and The Catcher in the Rye were the 2 required ones,
Okay.
and then To Kill a Mockingbird was the one that I read
As
because
extra.
I knew.
So my question is then, what year did you read these? Was it before freshman?
Before freshman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was going into high school.
Going. I thought it meant like you had one
Each year through high
between freshman and sophomore, between sophomore and junior.
I don't remember if I did. I'm sure there were some things that they had like that, depending on which class you went into. But I was always in the advanced classes for the English and literature classes, so it might have been like, yeah, I had it, but other people didn't, based off of your class.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I don't know. I remember those ones specifically, and so that's what when you said summer reading, I'm all like, books I have to read over the summer.
Yeah. How about you, Jenna? When you think of summer reading, what do you?
You know, it's funny. I want to say generically rom-coms, but it's not really rom-coms that's summer necessarily for me. It's just if it has a summer vibe to the book, I want to read it during summer. So, like, there are rom-coms that I've read that have winter vibes or Halloween
Oh, yeah.
vibes, and it's
Yeah.
like I definitely want to read those in that month. But what I want is I want light, easy books during the summer that I can like take with me places like by the pool or going to the beach or on vacation or camping. And I'm not feeling like, oh my God, I just carted around Anna Karenina or
Yeah.
or something. Like, I don't want something that's going to be like, for one, a heavy book, but also really intensive and take a lot of mind power to get through.
Yeah.
So sorry, Prior of the Orange Tree that was on my list that I thought I'd be starting last, in the spring. It's now summer. You'll probably wait till fall.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's weird. Prior of the Orange Tree feels very summer to me. I think part of it is because it takes place in like kind of a desert style.
Only part of it.
I
Part
know.
of it takes place up north.
But then also, since we live in California,
Summer lasts all year round until maybe it rains a little bit.
no, so for me, since we live in California, we can get fruit of any seasonal fruit at any time that we want.
Yeah.
You want strawberries in February? You can get strawberries in February easily.
Yeah.
So for me, oranges are a summer fruit because I would play soccer and at the end you'd have orange slices. And high C. They wanted us to have vitamin C.
Yep.
So for me, oranges themselves, like when I lived in Korea, oranges came out in like November, December. They were a winter, like late fall winter fruit.
Citruses usually kind of are.
Exactly. And I did not know that until I went to Korea. And then I was like, I want an orange. And why does this taste so bad?
Well, because we live in America and California where
Specifically
it's like
California.
But
yeah.
I mean, in general, even America, where it's like lemonade is the summer drink. And it's like, do you know when lemons actually grow? January.
Right. I still have
January.
lemons on my tree, and my tree has already bloomed.
Right.
Yeah.
Mine too. So
Yeah. So for me, oranges themselves are a summer fruit. So
And
Pryor
therefore
of the
Pryor
Orange Tree
must be a summer read.
is a summer read in my brain.
That's so funny though, just because thinking of like the actual things that happen there and the places that they go, especially like A Day of Fallen Night, which is the most recent one I
More
read.
winter to me.
They literally go to like the North Pole at
Yes.
one point.
Yeah. So and also I think the colors as well.
Yeah.
Because the cover of Pryor of the Orange Tree is very bright in reds and oranges and all of these things, but then Day of Fallen Night is very blue.
Yeah.
So it's very wintry to me.
Very true.
Fair.
But also only because they went to the North Pole. So yeah. So that's when you should read it.
And also
Late
night.
fall.
I feel like night in general.
Oh, because
says-
longer
Yeah,
nights.
nights
Yeah.
are winter.
Solstice.
And if you are in the southern
It's
hemisphere,
literally-
you wonder what the hell we're talking about.
I'm just laughing because you're like, at night. It's called A Day of Fallen Night. They're both in there.
Listen, Jenna, my brain was in sync with yours. To me, it's the end of the thing that counts, right?
You only remember the last thing you hear.
Yeah.
I like nighttime, apparently. Night just means more to me.
That matches with you, though.
Yeah, that does match.
You seem
with
like
me.
a very night person and not like a day person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I think the Slytherin in you is that
The
way.
Slytherin in me. I like the hide in the dark.
Yes. The freaking dungeon.
Yes.
Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
But you feel more day to me, Marissa.
That's really funny because I'd say that I'm the morning person, but Marissa is not.
Oh.
Very true.
So
Jenna had to stuff a cookie in my face.
there's literally stories of Marissa would come out of her room and I'd just like hand her coffee and shove a cookie in her mouth to make her happy in the morning.
Good morning.
She's like, you can't be upset with the cookie in your mouth.
It's
That's
true.
a good quote. I feel like I would put that as my like 4-star rating for our Braless Book Guild rating. So best friend Hannah's 5-star. 4-star is you can't be angry with a cookie in your mouth.
You
We're
like
working our way through it.
touched the pillow and you're like, I feel like I put that quote and I just imagined you embroidering it on a pillow. Like,
Okay, yes.
yes.
We have 2 pillows here. Marissa needs a pillow.
Yes. Marissa needs the
I
can't
can
be
grab one of
angry
our
with the
cushions that we used to use when we sat on the floor.
Oh, how we have evolved.
Yes.
And we've gotten very off topic.
Yes.
That's fine.
Megan,
Yeah, that's what this is for.
That's
what do
this is
you
for.
think about when you think of summer reads?
So I think of a lot of contemporaries because I feel like a lot of them are, like you said, easy and very summery. A lot of the contemporary YA books that I read often take place in like summer vacation.
Yeah.
Or just like in the vibes of summer, I guess.
I feel like especially YA books, like
Yeah.
if there is a winter or even the fall start of the year, it's like they skip through it really fast
Oh, yeah.
to get to spring, summertime.
Yes, I 100% agree. It's always prom,
Yep.
graduation,
Yep.
or summer vacation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spring break.
But like you said,
occasionally.
if they do start in fall,
yeah.
they like skip through it. Maybe Halloween and Christmas and like
oh,
winter
Edward
break
gave
are
me
there.
weird vibes through the first couple months, and now suddenly we're dating, and it's spring and fall.
Yeah,
And we're graduating, moving on to our next class.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have to have the setup months where it's like I'm just going to set it up and it can't be too fast. So we have to say that some months pass, but we're
Yes.
coming back from winter break for sure.
right. That's exactly how books go.
Yeah.
Especially Twilight. So like I'm thinking of books like The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yeah.
Well, that series. I think that's not Jenny Han. Ooh, what's it called? One of my all-time favorite movies. To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Oh yeah.
The books themselves took place over the course of their whole entire senior year, all 3 books.
Oh.
So that was a nicely
good
paced
job.
one. I don't even think there was a summer because they went to Korea in summer. Poor choice, by the way. Do not go to Korean summer.
Do not recommend.
Do not recommend. Or maybe
Look, I don't really want to go anywhere during the summer.
It
to
might
be
have
honest.
actually been spring break. You don't want to go anywhere in summer?
I vaguely want to not leave my house. Like I have a pool in
Oh.
my backyard, and if it hits over 100 degrees, it's too hot for me to walk from my back door to my pool,
And that's like 2 steps.
and that's 2 steps.
Unless you want to go to the shallow end.
Yeah. Well, that's for my bedroom. That's 2 steps.
Oh, I forgot you had a sliding glass door in your bedroom.
Yeah. I could
think
literally like probably jump from my room into the pool. I wouldn't recommend it. It would probably break something, but I could do it if I needed to.
Let's not.
I'll be honest, part of the reason why I don't want to travel in the summer is because everybody's traveling in the summer.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to deal with all the kids that aren't in school. Travel during the year, not on any of the school breaks, and you're fine.
Yeah.
So we would always go camping. I took you guys to Nacimiento.
Yeah.
And that was our own little slice of paradise on a lake. So there was, I mean, granted, the lake would be pretty like populated with boats. So sometimes it was hard if we wanted to go water skiing or wakeboarding or tubing or anything. I mean, well, tubing's fine because then you use the waves to like throw people off the tube or something. But I never really had an issue because that's where we would always go, and we'd spend like a week to maybe 10 days there.
I think camping's a different story.
Yeah.
Camping I could do for the most part, but that was because we had a pretty secluded camping area that we would go to.
Totally. It was super far out of the way. Like, no one's bothering you there.
Yeah.
So that was fine.
Ironically, right next to a Boy Scout camp.
Right next to one. Literally, like, right next, like, some of the people that didn't like camping that would come with us would go over to the Boy Scout camp and like use their showers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was, you didn't know how to get there unless you knew how to get there, but there's a giant Boy Scout camp right there, so.
Totally. Right there. But it did feel very, like, look, to find the turnoff to go to the campsite, my family had to put a cone out on the main road so that you knew where to turn off because you wouldn't even see the trail if you didn't know that there was to look for it.
Yeah. There's not like a sign or anything like that to turn there. There's no like break in the trees or anything.
Yeah. And if you didn't have 4-wheel drive or a truck, you weren't getting there.
No. But hey, that was a really fun hike.
Yeah. Especially with other people that are drunk. And
yeah. Everybody was drunk and high except for me because I was like 14.
And it was great because like it was so far out of the way that it was like pitch black everywhere. Mm-hmm. So you had your flashlights that you could just see where the flashlight shone. And then everything beyond that is so pitch black that if they moved out of the flashlight, they were gone.
Oh, gosh.
And it's like, so you just have your drunken cousins wandering off. And it's like, goodbye. I'm never going to see you again. Good luck.
Oh, no, it was great because I remember I was in the back and with one of my cousins and we were holding the flashlights for everybody in the back. And we're just like, what happens if we just turn it off? So we both turned off the flashlights and you just heard everybody scream, hey, why'd you do that? What's going on? It was fun.
I want to go camping so bad.
Me too.
My cousin's going camping this weekend at Nacimiento. Or at the lake, as we say. So yeah, I want to go again. I'm also thinking of the one I just finished, People We Meet on Vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Because that one's
very
set,
summer vibe.
It is set in every summer for like 13 years.
Right.
And that one was really fun because a little bit was like set before summer, but then like the main plot line plus all the little flashbacks was really cool.
I also really like murder mysteries in the summertime for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Those feel very like, I guess I always think of like murder mysteries as like it's dark and stormy outside and you're right by the fire, but
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, I think maybe because I got to read those a lot during the summertime growing up.
Right.
Whereas, like, yeah, I'd want to read them during school year, but you had so much homework and stuff like that. Whereas summer, it's like, you just get to read whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I'd go on, like, binges of reading, like, one every 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just felt like summer to me.
That makes sense. I also think of, like, anything set in the South.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I think of the South, I think hot.
Yeah, it's like hot and humid.
So, like, I think of, like, you know, fried green tomatoes and To Kill a Mockingbird and all of that stuff. It's like, just makes me think it's hot out. So that makes me think summer.
Oh, I want to read Fried Green Tomatoes. Maybe I'll put that on my summer reading list.
I have it. You can borrow it.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'd like to. Also, quick side note. If my husband calls, I have to tell him to buy zucchinis for our soup tonight.
Okay. Soon I will have all the zucchinis you need. You will go.
That is like
all the
that
zucchinis.
feels like a threat.
Just throw the zucchinis at you. Use them as weapons.
Use them as weapons. Yeah. Another one that always makes me think of summer, only because it always came out in like June-ish. Maximum Ride. Every new book, I remember I'd always stop by a bookstore before Mom and I would drive down to Disneyland, because we would always go in June for my my friend Shannon, who we'd always go with. We'd always go around her birthday time, and so we'd always stop by the bookstore, get the book, and that's what I'd read out loud to her. So my mom also absorbed the story of Maximum Ride with me until we all gave up on the story itself.
That's funny because I think of Harry Potter because that's when my mom read it.
Yeah.
My mom read all of it in like a summer.
Dang.
Because she watched the first part of the last, or the second to last movie.
Yeah.
Deathly Hallows Part 1. And was it Deathly Hallows? No. It was
Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince. She watched that and got the jump scare and decided she was going to read all of the books.
What was the jump scare?
When Dumbledore and Harry were going to that the like pool of water thing with all
and
the
the
dead
things
people.
and the okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
And he like reached out to get the water for him, and the hand came out.
I thought it was the point with like the
I think that's when they got the ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the romance one, the romance parts.
No.
Because there's some jump scares in that.
Yeah, no, it was like that, you know, everything's getting quiet and like everyone's waiting for it to happen because everyone knows. We went to the midnight showing. Every single person there has read the book.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like
we're top row.
we're
very
top
middle.
row, middle of the thing, and my mom screams when the hand came out and grabbed it. And she looks at me and goes, "Was I the only one that screamed?" We're like, "You're the only one that didn't read the book." Like,
Yeah.
So me and her read the books that summer.
yep.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I could see how that'd be like summer vibes.
Huh.
So on the same line then, Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Same, because it is set at a literal summer camp.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Except the show is coming out in December.
What the heck?
Why
Messing
is it
up.
December's? We don't want December's. We want summer vibes. Maybe season 3. We'll see.
I think most young adult literature can give me mostly summer vibes because it's also in that light reading kind of feel to
Yeah.
me. Not super high stakes. And I mean,
Nobody.
I say thinking of Hunger Games immediately, which is like the highest of high stakes.
Oh, because isn't the reaping on July 4th?
Yeah.
So that's very
summer.
summery. I don't know how long it is between the reaping to.
I would imagine it's like
when
fall is when they actually.
You're right. Yes, because in Sunrise on the Reaping, that is when he like talks about the seasons changing and how long it takes. Because Haymitch's birthday is July 4th, which really sucks for him. So yeah, I think you're right. I think that
Yeah.
they have July and then August, September. I think it's September-ish when they
Yeah.
go into the
The arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think of, I don't know, I just think of a lot of, I'm looking at Goodreads. They have a whole entire list. Oh, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. That one is also very much a summer vibes. Ooh, When Dimple Met Rishi. That was set during summer, and that's Zendaya Menon. That was a very, very cute one. I really liked that one. I should see if she's writing more. I would read more of her stuff.
I think I find that I don't actually like reading in the summer
What?
that much because I don't like the heat, and so I can't
Oh.
get comfortable.
Yeah.
And like I'll always try to like read by the pool, jump in the pool, get out
Yeah.
and read and stuff like that. But inevitably I start sweating and I hate it and I can't get comfortable. Where in the winter it's perfect because I can have like stormy weather and nice cool weather, and I can have my hot drink and just turn everything off, listen to the rain and read.
That's when we talked about, like, what are your ideal reading conditions?
Yeah.
And you had talked about, you'd rather be inside, not hot.
I always try to read in the summer, and like I mean obviously I do, but
Before I had a kid, I could totally do it. I just did not. And now that I have a kid, it's like I don't want to go outside in the summer.
yeah.
Which is unfortunate for my kid that wants to go outside all the time.
Yeah.
I used to go to like my friend Penny's house because she had a pool, or one of the guys I dated had a pool, and it's like my favorite thing would be to lay on a floaty in the pool and read and like have a drink.
I could never
best
trust
thing
myself.
ever.
I could never. I can't even read in the bath because of one time I dropped my book in the bath and it was ruined, and I was like, never again. So I would never trust myself.
But if you notice, the books that I read in the summer are the ones that you're going to get for really cheap and probably
there
at
you go.
CVS
Yeah.
because, or Target. It's not like I have to go to a specialty store and get the giant Anna Karenina novels.
I can't read in the bath just because I can't get comfortable in the bath either.
You need a giant bath, is what
Yeah,
you need.
that's
a
the thing.
clawfoot, nice little deep tub.
Yeah, we used to have one of those. That's what I used to like to read in.
I never liked using that bath. It scared me.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a scary bath.
It
Like
was in the bathroom that we never used.
Look,
for
we had
no reason.
we had an entire bathroom, a full bathroom, bathtub, sink, toilet. No one ever used this bathroom.
I bet it was
ever.
haunted. And you guys, in your
it
soul,
probably
knew.
was. 1000%.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I'm convinced that house was haunted, and I'm sure that bathroom was
Is this the house that I know of?
Yes.
Oh, well,
that
It
was
did
also
have weird vibes.
that was also the bathtub that was in the middle of the room when you walked up the stairs before we built walls around it.
We made that bathroom a bathroom because it used to literally just be a gigantic, almost like a living room. Like it was just an open room when you walked upstairs, and then there was like a bedroom far to the back. But it was like just an open giant room with a bathtub right at the top of the stairs. So we created the wall around the bathroom and created my mom's bedroom right there and split that bedroom into two. So we had mine and Marissa's and Jake's room.
I just only ever remember that house was always in some form of
Construction.
construction.
yeah.
Always.
And the carpet would like end at certain points.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember that. And I remember the pool table because I beat your
Yep.
ex-boyfriend at pool one time and he was
Angry.
not happy about that. And I was genuinely surprised because I had never like played pool that much.
Oh, yeah.
And then I remember what was it? The solarium or whatever that you and I.
sunroom.
Yeah.
The sunroom, yeah. That you and I did D&D in the middle of the night when everyone
DDR.
else was asleep. Oh, yes. DDR.
Yeah.
That's the D.
The
one.
other D one.
And then watching Moulin Rouge.
Yep.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
my mom's convinced that house was haunted though, because like we talk about it now and it's like all of us had horrible, horrible nightmares at that place. And like we'd hear weird things. I'd invite people over and they'd be like, "Oh, your little sister's in the yard." And I'm like, "My little sister's at school." And they're like, "Yeah, the girl with the long blonde hair." And I'm like, "My little sister does not have long blonde hair."
That is
And
very spooky.
So there was a lot of weird things
The
about
rumor
it.
is we were built on top of a grave.
Yeah, there was like grave sites or something there.
Yeah. Back when it was the old West Hangtown type thing.
oh,
yeah.
dang. Gold Rush era.
Rumors.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just
There was also rumors that the lady that built it put her husband in the
like,
attic.
that might have been me and Jake. She was creepy.
No,
she
that
was weird.
What's her face down the
Oh yeah,
road?
Madison.
Madison, yeah.
Yeah.
But that actually fits because if you like thinking about a lot of the horror movies that I have seen, it's always like the happy-go-lucky college students are on their summer vacation, taking a road trip together, and then oh snap, horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess
Evil Dead
summer
the musical.
vibes fit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Evil Dead the musical. They
See,
have a whole song
creepy
about
things, Creepy things fit in summer.
Yeah, and not just spooky season.
Yeah.
You can be spooky all year round.
Right.
For those spooky lovers, Haley. Haley, give us your summer spooky.
Marissa and I were joking about switching up because we had talked about changing the topic or whatever to the Yellow Jackets or whatever. We were like, because nothing says summer like cannibalism, which usually takes place in winter.
Oh, yep, there it is.
But
When you're desperate. I'm looking through my list of YA summer books, and there are so many out there that I do not know of. Apparently, Uran High School Host Club Volume 10 is set in summer.
oh,
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's on the list, so
That makes sense.
I
If
thought
it's the one I think about because they had a whole summer episode.
I genuinely do not remember OSHA Club like at all.
Really?
At all. I remember binging it either at your house or Angela's house.
I love that.
It was
series.
so
I
fun.
will literally rewatch it. Not often, but I've rewatched it a few times.
it's a good one.
It also blows my mind because one, I found out who she ends up with was not who I thought it would be. And two, what?
Did I not finish it? Does she not end up, spoiler alert, with Tamaki?
I don't know. She might in the show, but in the books.
Okay, in the books. Oh,
she
I
ends
want to
up-
read the books
Yeah,
now.
she ends up with somebody else. And then Travis Willingham does the voice of Maury, who's the like really tall silent one with
Yeah.
the honey as
Yeah.
his best friend. And Travis Willingham is in Critical Role and does the voice of like Roy Mustang and stuff like that. And it
Oh,
just throws me off
yeah.
every time I see something like that.
I've been doing a rewatch. We should just have a whole anime manga episode. Can you contribute anything to that, Jenna?
She technically was the one that got me into anime and manga.
We could do a simple episode.
My husband could come.
Oh my goodness, featuring the husband. Sorry, guys, my husband will never be on our show.
He could. We just wouldn't understand anything.
I'll be the translate.
He could call in like Haley, so he doesn't actually have to be social too.
Yeah, he'll just be no screen, nothing. I'll just have him on the phone and put him next to the microphone.
Can we do a like voice distorter too? So it's just like the shadowed image of him on the screen with a distorted voice.
Okay,
Speaking
so
Korean.
the real question is, Marissa, how many times have you seen my husband?
How many times have I seen him like in person? Or
Yeah, in person.
Twice, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jenna was there for the wedding, so she can confirm I am actually married to somebody.
I think I might only be one time more than Marissa because of the wedding.
Because of the wedding.
Yeah.
He's just a shy boy. That's okay. He's really old now, so he doesn't have time for any of that.
He works hard.
He does work hard.
Look, at this point, he is fully delved into his introvertedness.
Yeah.
There is no coming out of it.
He likes going out, though.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly if it's like with a purpose.
Right.
Like Costco. So if we ever run into each other in Costco, you'll know.
You just text me like, we're going to Costco.
We're going
right
to
now.
Costco. I did actually
The
randomly...
one day he like goes off to the bathroom right as Marissa walks by. This is my husband, Hanson.
Did we ever tell the story about my mom's imaginary friend?
No.
Oh my God.
My mom had a friend in like high school, right?
I don't even know. It was like, yeah, she knew him from like childhood.
Yeah.
He was a childhood friend.
Well, he was on the radio, one of the local radio stations that they listen to all the time. And she's like, oh, that's so-and-so. I know him. Like, we're friends and everything like that. And we're like, oh, okay, that's really cool, Mom. Sure. And then she's like, no, he does this like improv comedy thing too. Like, let's go. We'll go see him. Because she had messaged him on Facebook or whatever at the time. And was like, hey, heard you on the radio. That's awesome. Whatever. And so eventually she brings us kids to the comedy show to go meet him, to be like, look, I do know him. And of course the one day we go, he's not there.
And you're like, where's the proof, Mom?
And so it became
Where's the
a
proof?
running joke that he was her imaginary friend. She doesn't actually know him.
But it wasn't just that one time. It was like every time she'd try to set something up, she'd be like, oh, let's go to this thing. And it's like something would happen and he wouldn't be there. So I think she tried like 3 or 4 times. And it was just like every single time. We, to this day, never met this person.
Yeah.
To this day, we
Still
have not
her
met
imaginary
him.
friend.
Do you, does she not, like, check in with him? Like, hey, I'm coming to the comedy show. Will
Well, this
you
was
be there?
also like, what,
Before.
2008 or something like that?
Yeah.
Not something that you're always texting people when
Right.
you're...
Not like now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where I say, hey, Marissa, I'm going to Costco. Come say hi. Yeah.
And then, like we said, he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Could be my imaginary husband.
Yeah. I do have pictures, though. I just hired somebody.
That's what I was going to say. You hired someone for your wedding.
What was this we were
The whole
talking about? You
wedding.
can't prove anything.
Oh, my
Can't
gosh.
prove anything's real.
My husband. I'm going to go home and be like, hey, are you real? Speaking of, is he calling yet? Why isn't he calling? That's weird. So back to summer books. I have noticed, like, looking at this Goodreads list where I just typed in YA summer books, literally all of them look very beach cute. Postcards from summer. All of them look very contemporary.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like I want what about like a summer fantasy? What about like a summer, not mystery, because you just said you can read mysteries in
Look,
summer.
She does.
Fantasy, for some reason, just feels more fall, winter.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, look, you
I'm
need
looking for my
armor.
list. I gotta find somewhere.
You probably have leather on. You're going through the forest.
Yeah.
You don't want to go through the forest with your leather and your armor in summer.
And then your sci-fi is all going to be space and
Right. There's
there's
no
no
seasons out there.
in space.
As you said sci-fi, I was like, oh, look, new Star Wars book.
Tatooine, that's very summer.
There you go. Tatooine and Jakku. That was where Rey is from. Jakku. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. Couldn't tell you.
Say You'll Remember Me has very summer vibes.
I was gonna say, I also read poetry a lot more, I think, in summer.
Oh, okay.
I think because
Just quick,
that's my
easy.
light reading
Yeah.
type thing. So, like, we'll bring it up what I was reading today when you walked in was Nikita Gill, and I remember not last time I tried to read by the pool, but one of the last times I tried to read by the pool, it was her Where Hope Comes From
Okay.
poetry book, and that was the poetry book she wrote during the pandemic. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you remember specifically any poems that had kind of that feel, or are they just not seasonally themed at all?
I mean, some of them are, obviously. There are some that she has these seasonally themed ones. I think that's more for, like, stuff like Robert Frost and stuff has more seasonal themes.
Yeah.
Because he's more of a nature writer.
With a name like Frost, you gotta be.
Right. But for, like, Nikita Gill, it's a lot more of, like, personal growth and acceptance and stuff like that. And I remember reading her Where Hope Comes From, and that was all about, like, being separated from people and being lonely, but not being despondent about
Yeah.
it. So,
Okay. That's pretty cool. Like, okay. I need to read Nikita Gill. I need to. It's gotta.
It's funny because even looking at a lot of contemporary romance, the rom-com type things, a lot of them are literally just say summer in it. It
Yeah.
happened one summer.
Yeah.
Last summer. The summer island.
I know what you did last summer. Wait.
Wait. For some reason, the funny thing is I'd say Nicholas Sparks has a lot of summery feel to him too, even though
Yeah.
I think that it kind of spans a little bit more throughout different seasons. But a lot of them are kind of more beachy towns and stuff like that. Definitely Emily Henry. I'd say Emily
yeah.
Henry is almost always a summer feel.
Yes.
Even
I
though
would
I've-
even say this last one that I just read, The Great Big Beautiful Life, also feels very summery.
Yeah.
I think it's takes place in Georgia, so like you said with the South, I think that just kind of has that feel of it's like warm and hot and humid.
Humid.
So I'm looking through my list, and genuinely any of the fantasy books that I have read, I would not say they have like a summer feel to it, even those that I read like last summer or the summer before. And that's just so interesting to me that like
Fantasy
a lot
doesn't
of
do
them
summer.
if they do a season, it always seems to be winter where it's cold and you have to fight the elements along with the big bad.
Yeah.
So that's very, very interesting. Like, I'm looking at The Wolf and the Woodsman was definitely very, I think because she has to wear a cloak because it's Little Red Riding Hood feel.
You know what's funny is that I'm trying to think, and I was thinking Ember in the Ashes is definitely has the sand dunes and the desert kind of feel,
Yeah.
but it still doesn't feel like summer to me.
Right. Because they don't ever talk about like oppressing heat.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, Ember in the Ashes takes place over however many years.
Right.
It's not just a like, oh, this all happened in a month.
Yeah.
So you would think at one point they were in summer.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's very interesting. They have like What the River Knows, which is like set in Egypt.
Yeah.
But again, it's not technically summer. So
Same with like City of Brass. City of Brass is definitely the Middle East, but doesn't necessarily have like a summer vibe to it.
right.
But once again, those books are usually bigger, and so I don't want to just be holding those on the beach because chances are it's gonna fall into this pool or the sand,
Right.
and it's just not easily portable. I don't want to carry it in my beach bag. I want kind of a quicker, easier read when I'm going places like that.
I was trying to remember what I brought when we went to Pismo, and
Oh, yeah.
I read the Gotham City Sirens, the comic book. So
Hey,
comic books are summer reads.
Yeah. Quick and easy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Maybe this summer I'll read the Darth Vader comic book series
there you go.
that has the Handmaid Tale, not Handmaid Tale. Whoa, the Padme's handmaidens in it. Firefly. I found the Well Met series by Jen DeLuca.
Yep.
That is all
very
it's
summery.
contemporary and 100% set in summer because it's the Renaissance fairs.
I remember when I was reading Harry Potter over the summer, there was something about it that was cool about reading about being in school.
Yeah.
Being the future, where it was like something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So, not necessarily like I want to read a summer read because it reminds me of summer. Even just like escaping summer,
Right.
is something I could think
I
of.
want to say when they'd come out, I don't remember. Like the movies came out and like
They were summer blockbusters, right?
yeah,
They
Well,
were.
no,
I always thought they were.
they
like
were always
winter.
like November, I think.
Yeah,
November,
like
December.
right before Christmas, because Lord of the Rings was the same thing.
But the books I want to say came out in summer.
I'm looking it up.
Let's find out. Megan's gonna test our memories.
June 26th was the first one. Second one was July.
See,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Books came out in summer.
The books came out in the summer.
July. Yeah. So, granted, I mean, she didn't do it every single year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I do definitely remember reading. We had this flowering plum tree, and I remember reading the fourth Harry Potter under that, drinking a juice, and I laughed so hard I spit the juice all over my book. I'm trying to remember when I was teaching in Korea during those summer vacations. That was like the start of, when we got into Owl Crate and we were starting to reread those books again, or get really back into reading again.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't remember anything. Like, I
Standing
remember we
out.
got like a KZ West, but was it P.S. I
Yeah.
Like You?
I think, once again, I think summertime, you would start getting the contemporaries.
Yeah.
Contemporaries just took place in summer. Fantasies take place in the fall and the winter.
That's this is so
We're blowing Megan's
strange
mind.
to
It
me.
necessarily takes place. It's just the
The vibe.
vibe.
The vibes, yeah.
It's what you want to read in the winter, fall
You know
and
what?
winter time.
I'm gonna set my current book in summer.
You know what it is, though, I think that in the summer, we tend to be more busy. And so those quick, easier reads are easier to, A, be portable, and B, you can get through them fast. Whereas if you had a fantasy book, and not to say you can't read it in the summer, but you tend to be more going out and doing things. In the winter, you have nothing but time. It's
That's
dark.
true.
You're going to relax, sit back. What else are you going to do? You're not going camping in the winter.
Right.
You're not running off with your family to go fishing. Like,
Extreme camping.
so it's like you have less, even though you have like the holidays, you don't have a lot of things that are pulling your attention. You have a lot more downtime to just read. So you can read those thicker, heavier books in those times.
We were talking about it in the planner group and how every single year in my planner, when I track all the books I read each month, in like January and February and maybe March, I'm reading like 10 to 11 books, like maybe more like 8 to like 10ish on average. And then the second April hits, when it warms up, I got every year it's like 4.
Yeah.
And I kept being like, do I just like lose my steam? Like oh, I'm gonna kick this year's butt, like this year's reading goal's butt. I'm so excited. And then like it,
No, it's just you get the cabin fever of I've been in the house, I've been sitting back and reading all year. Now it's like it starts to get nice out and you're like, oh, this weekend I'm going to go and I'm going to hit up this festival or I'm going to go and I'm going to go swimming or I'm going to go camping or whatever. You're actually going to interact with friends and go out and be more social. So I think that like having those quick reads that you can jump into and will keep your attention, but you are less likely to get distracted from.
yeah.
Because those books, even books that are like popular right now, like Fourth Wing and stuff, even though they're fast paced, they're not as easy to read a couple chapters and then put down. Whereas like contemporary quick murder mysteries or romances or whatever are so fast paced that you can read a chapter or two and get that like quick hit and then put it down and then come back and still be like just as invested as you were before.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna feel like I'm never gonna finish this because it's a quick read. So you still look at it and think like, oh, I went through this fast, even though it took you 3 weeks, and you didn't realize it took you 3 weeks because you had so much other stuff going on.
Yeah. That's a very good and interesting way of like putting it. That makes total sense.
Oh,
When I was looking up quotes for this episode, there was somebody that talked about that mindset of like, oh, summer reads are really quick, small books to read. And they're all like, I completely disagree with that. My summer reads are always big, long books because all I do during the summer is travel and then relax and read.
Oh, yeah.
So they talked about how they always just, I bring a big book because I want to be able to enjoy this entire book on my vacation and not have a bunch of books to bring with me and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I was thinking back to, so when Jelani and I got engaged, we went to Hawaii, and we went, it was for my 30th birthday, and it was, my 30th birthday is November, my birthday's in November, and so we went in December.
Sorry, just your 30th
just
birthday
my
was
30th.
in November. All the rest of your birthdays
All the rest of them are in summertime.
Yeah.
We spread them out. Each year I go somewhere different.
Honestly, that's smart.
But so we went in December, and it was freezing cold here, right?
Yeah.
So honestly, if you're going to go somewhere tropical and warm, highly recommend going when it's the opposite where you're at,
Yeah.
because then you're getting a break from it. Well, I packed, what was the Starless Sea?
Oh, yeah. Erin Morgenstern?
Yeah, so I packed that. I did not read that book.
Yeah.
I didn't read it. But to me, in my mind, I'm like, it is so cold. I wanted a fantasy book. And then I also thought, all I imagine doing is laying on the beach and reading my book.
Yeah.
That's all I think I'm going to do is lay on the beach and read. That's not what I did, because I've spent the last 3 months where it was cold and I wasn't getting to do things. So I went into the water and I swam and I did things.
You're like, luxury.
Because it was like something different.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I get to be outside and actually enjoy the weather. So that little break stopped me from reading.
Yeah.
When I thought, oh, yes, I want to lay in a hammock on the beach and just read all day. I think I spent 1 day reading, and that was it out of the 10 days we were there.
You also learned your lesson from Pismo when you got
Yes.
the worst sunburn on your butt
ever.
So I was the total opposite, where our honeymoon was, so we got married in February, and our honeymoon, since it's on the way to Korea, we just went to Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
And I was the total opposite because I'm so terrified of being sunburned.
Oh.
Like, just constantly in general. Like, currently, my skin right now is the darkest I've ever been in, like, the last 5 years because, and I will tell you guys, it is not dark. I'm still, like, a good 3 shades lighter than Marissa. And Marissa has just a nice natural tan.
That's not fair because that's my Syrian coming out.
Marissa hasn't tanned yet.
I
Hasn't even been outside yet.
I know. That's the joke. But when I was down at Santa Barbara, I got a little bit of sun, and I was just... Anyway, so on my honeymoon...
The irony of this is that this is the darkest Megan has been and the lightest Marissa has been.
Maybe it someday will be the same skin tone for one moment in life. But like Jenna, Marissa doesn't have that many freckles.
No.
But Jenna does. Jenna and I are like just covered in
We
freckles.
burn. Marissa's probably burnt twice in her entire life.
Dang. If only.
Yeah.
If only.
I burn. I just don't feel it.
You considering you guys are sisters, you did not get the Syrian gene.
No, I burn and then tan. Marissa just literally, we used to make a joke that we'd send Marissa to the mailbox and she'd come back 3 shades darker. Like that's just
It was
Marissa
an
just
exaggeration, but it was actually true one day where I walked out to the mailbox and got a tan line.
She literally came back and was like, "Look, guys," and it's like there's a tan line. It's not 3 shades, but it was definitely like noticeable tan line just going to the mailbox.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Marissa's got all that, and I've got all the burning and freckles. Although I'm not as bad as Jake. Jake, it's like he burns and barely tans. I burn and tan. So
Okay.
like there's levels through us.
I burn and freckle, and that's
Yeah.
it. But anyway, so on my honeymoon, I didn't want to be out that much, so we bought like this little cabana bed thing that had like this shade, and I would like drape towels on it on my side so I wouldn't. And all I did was just read the entire 10 books of Percy Jackson. And that is all I did on my honeymoon. I swam sometimes. We went on excursions. We went to a luau. But most of my time was spent just reading.
Jenna didn't go to a luau.
I did not go to a luau. Funny story. That's where Jelani was planning to propose.
Yeah.
And I definitely thought I had put Tuesday, and I had chose Monday.
Oh, no.
And so Monday night I'm looking, and it was like, oh, your luau was an hour ago. And I was like, so. And he was so nonchalant that I really didn't think anything of it. He he was like, it's fine, like things happen. And I was like, maybe he wasn't planning to propose, but he was.
Yeah.
I ruined his proposal in every way possible.
You still got the ring, though.
But he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah.
He knew what he was signing up for. But yeah, he
No, my favorite story actually is when you guys came back and you showed Dad the ring.
oh my gosh. That's when he really knew what he was signing up for.
Because they came back and she goes, "Look, Dad," and like shows the ring to my dad. He's like, "Oh wow, that's cool. Look at my new couch."
So, okay.
Woo!
Engagement ring and couch. Same level.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
level to my dad.
Same
You
level
got
of excitement.
I got a new couch.
Do you know if Jelani asked him for, like,
I
his hand?
I think he did.
Hand? No, his
His hand.
I think Jelani.
And when he got rejected, he took Jenna.
I can't have your dad. I'll settle for you.
Yeah. I don't know if Jelani did. I think that Jelani's style is to do that, but my dad's is not necessarily. So I don't know whether or not Jelani did.
I feel like he talked to Dad about it beforehand.
Probably.
I don't think he necessarily asked like permission or anything like that, but I think he talked to Dad beforehand.
okay.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
My funny story about that is that the day he got my ring, like he went and bought it, and then the day he like picked it up and got it, he got so excited but couldn't tell anyone, so he celebrated on his own. But that meant that he just got drunk alone at my house.
And you're over there going, like, what are you doing? And he's like, nothing.
Please don't tell me that was the day we had to pull him off the
No,
front
no,
lawn.
no. That was a different day.
Wow.
Like, that day was
That was so bad.
crazy and terrible.
But yeah, no, he was just like nice and drunk and buzzed, and I kind of vaguely recall this day, and it's like now looking back, I'm like, oh, that's why. But yeah, fun times.
I'd like to point out that Jenna's hair is in a side braid.
Yep, so I'm ready to be killed,
And
so
I think that
son can become the chosen one.
I think that that's what we need to our 1-star review for our like star ranking
Jenna's
next
hair is
year.
in the side
Jenna's hair is in a side braid.
Yes.
Elias is the chosen one.
Elias
All
is
right, we've
the
got
chosen
3 out of
one.
5, you guys. We're good.
There you go.
We're working our way.
We need 2 and 3 now.
We got a couple more episodes before we reach
Figure
the
it
end
out.
of the I did also count, just fun fact. I counted ahead, and if we were to do our like regular schedule of going up until like around November or like Thanksgiving time,
Yeah.
we will have a total of I think it's like 42 episodes for this season.
Nice.
This volume. So
Nice.
that'd be really cool. If we stick to our current schedule, which I think we're kicking butt, you guys.
We
We
are.
are. We're doing really well.
I'm so proud of us.
I
And
like
of course,
just
as I
jinxed
say
it.
that, yeah.
I was
we're
gonna
knock on
say-
wood. As I say that, our schedules are just going to never, ever align.
We can't mess up next month. It's Pride Month.
Yeah.
No, if anything, after Pride Month.
Yes.
We're fine.
After Pride Month,
If we
could-
need to take a summer break,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
acceptable.
Yeah, we could take a couple weeks off if we need to after Pride.
After Pride.
But Pride Month, we need to stay on schedule.
yeah, which that means starting next episode,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we will be discussing a lot of queer books.
Yeah.
Oh.
So prepare yourselves.
Yeah.
Have we discussed what those episodes will be?
No.
Not yet.
We are super prepared, guys.
Totally.
Remember our New Year's resolution of being prepared for this season and
We've been
planning
doing
in
better
advance?
than we
Yes.
we're better than we were last year.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Health wise, we're also doing a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think our healths were definitely. You got the sniffles over there.
I do. I think it's the allergies, and for my AC being on, it kicks up all the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Health wise,
You guys are doing great. You've got the sniffles, Marissa.
I'm trying so hard not to keep sneezing.
I haven't been counting though, so
I know.
Your
And
body's-
notice how
your
I've been
body's-
sneezing twice.
your
each
body's
time.
could become complacent now that it's like, oh, Megan's not going to count at us. Anyway, sorry. My husband sneezes 3 times all the time, so every time I always count them. So I do that for Marissa just unconsciously, and then I scare her sneezes away by counting them.
She does. She makes me self-conscious. I'm like, oh, somebody's paying attention to my sneezes.
We were trying to scare the hiccups away from Elias yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
But he thought it was really cute. So instead of scaring the hiccups away, he kept going, say boo, say boo. I'm like, but it was say boo. I'm like, look, it ruins it if you tell me to say it.
The only thing that gets rid of my hiccups is eating a handful of nuts.
Oh,
Yeah. Everyone's like, you should, because I'm a chronic hiccuper. Everyone's like, oh, you should like drink water backwards, or you should drink out of a straw, or you
can
should.
you drink water backwards?
Yeah, if you like tilt the
regurgitating?
cup. No, if you tilt the cup the other way, not towards your mouth, but away from your mouth, but somehow drink. I don't know. Everyone's just like, that's how you do it. Nothing's worked except a handful of nuts. So maybe next time you say, here, eat these nuts while I say boo.
And then he chokes.
And then his hiccups are gone.
Hey, either way. No, he has to survive. He has to be the chosen one.
Actually, do you know scaring your hiccups works, but you actually have to believe that you're about to die for a second? It has to be like
It has to stop your heart.
it has to stop your heart.
Because hiccups stop your heart.
Yeah.
Is
So you're
what's going
resetting it.
Dang. I already have heart problems. I have a heart murmur.
Both hiccuping and sneezing stop your heart.
Our bodies are just out to get us. Version 2.0. Human 2.0.
Human 2.0.
No sneezing.
Uh-oh.
No. Well, sneezing is
I've
important.
been watching Doctor Who. That's not safe.
All I could think was like was when it stops your heart, we're actually just resetting, turning it off, and starting it
Oh,
back
yeah.
on again.
I always like that thing that's like, if I'm ever on life support and like you're about to pull the plug, just plug me back in really quick, see if that works.
Oh, man.
Anyway, we're at an hour and 5 minutes. We can wrap this up if
Okay.
we need to.
All right. Any last final thoughts for any summer books out there?
I'm curious to see how many other people like. To be honest, I didn't really realize that I prefer fantasy in fall and winter until I started talking about what I preferred during summer, and then I realized like, oh, that's why, and this is why. So I wonder if other listeners are the same way, or if they find that they're like, no, I'm the opposite. I want the quick reads during the winter time because I'm busy with family stuff. Because I mean, obviously, holidays are incredibly busy usually.
Well,
So
there's plenty of contemporary quick reads for the winter too.
right,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like you were saying, every holiday has a young
Rom-com
adult
or-
romance
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I honestly, it's funny because like even with rom-coms, I have like ones that I specifically will attach to certain holidays or whatever too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So the book that came out last year, The Nightmare Before Christmas,
Oh yeah.
that's where the Prince of Halloween or the Prince of Christmas and the like Dark Prince or something of Halloween, they get together.
Oh,
So
Maybe-
but that's the whole thing is
Okay.
do you
with Nightmare Before Christmas, do you watch it on Halloween or Christmas?
the
Or
answer is
both.
both. Yes.
Both.
The answer is
Always.
yes. Considering Disneyland does what's it called?
The villain time for Halloween. And
No, they do Haunted Mansion. They
yeah,
refurbished
yeah.
to be Nightmare Before Christmas from Halloween, like October to Christmas.
yeah.
So, just saying, you listen to Disney, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, Nightmare Before Christmas is every holiday because they have every holiday.
Well, we don't get to see Easter.
And then like they have a lot of people will do Summerween
yeah,
and stuff too. So it's like that just extends it this way. Really, we're just trying to take over Halloween from from June till
Yeah, there you go. But I also
December.
like Christmas in July. That's always
Yeah.
fun.
And no, I'm not a Christmas person, so
Well, just get gifts or give gifts or receive gifts.
well, see, that's the hard part is that would work out for me since my birthday's in January. That
yeah, if we split it up a little bit.
yeah, if it was like split like that, that works out well because it's like I get gifts halfway through the year, then halfway through the year again. But no, mine's always like at once.
all lumped in together.
Yeah.
Yeah. The book I just read, which was The Great Big Beautiful Life. The guy's birthday was on Christmas, so he says he never celebrates it on Christmas. He always celebrates it 6 months later, so on June 25th.
Yeah,
And so he's like, "Yeah, that's my birthday. Is June 25th, and that's when I celebrate it
I think
because
I was
he never
supposed
gets
to
it."
be due like right around Christmas time.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say in June.
You
You were due in June, and you just
26.
Yeah, I think it was day after Christmas or something.
Yeah, I want to say I could be wrong though. That is Angela's birthday, so I could just totally be mixing it all up.
I just know that they didn't want because all of my mom's kids were late, so they didn't want me to
Oh.
be as late as you and Jake, so they induced her.
they did that for me too. My brother was 2 weeks late.
Yeah,
We were
And
3.
yeah, they were 3,
Dang.
so they induced me after a week.
How
I
big were
was-
you? What was your weight? Do you know?
Pretty big. But we also she had gestational diabetes with all 3 of us too.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
but she I was supposed to be due November 11th, came on the 28th, and Jake was supposed to be due April 11th and came on the 29th.
Dang it, November 11th's the best birthday to have.
Right.
Because we call it, in Japan, it's Pocky Day, because it's 1111, so it looks like Pocky sticks. And we call it Pepero Day in Korea. So that's like the best birthday to have.
Yeah.
Ryan was one day off. He's November 10th.
Yeah.
Because he's the opposite of me. I'm October 11th. He's November 10th, so we're switched.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sad note. One of my miscarriages was due on November 11th, too.
Oh.
I was like, that would have been cool.
It was a bummer.
Yeah. But my brother and sister-in-law got married on November 11th,
so you know
they
what?
tried to take over my day.
What would have happened was your baby's due date would have been November 11th, but it would have been on your birthday.
Right.
Yeah.
Which would have been awful and horrible, actually.
Yeah.
No, because if it followed like Elias's, it would have been 3 weeks early.
Elias was 3 weeks early?
He was 10 days early.
Yeah, 10 days early.
So-
But I just said 3 weeks, so she said 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So Jelani's side of the family maybe did that?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know, actually.
Anyway.
Yeah, off topic again.
Hey, listen.
You're going to have a lot of cutting to do.
I think we're fine.
We usually don't cut our rants. So.
oh, okay. You just get the rambles all...
Oh, yeah. No,
Okay,
it's perfectly good because this is what people listen to.
Yeah.
Us rambling.
Us rambling.
If they wanted to just listen to us list off books, that's boring.
Yeah, that's
Listening
true.
to us just rant and ramble and
Get to learn all about all of the birthdays and everything.
Yeah.
Marissa sharing birthdays with Florence Pugh and...
yep.
I ship
Yeah.
it so hard. So hard. If she just walks in the door, I'd be like, oh my God.
I mean, I'd ship it too, honestly.
So we're going to make it happen now. Florence Pugh, if you're listening and you're interested, come hang out with us.
We can both commiserate our birthdays.
But also fall in love.
This is a rom-com I will read,
But set in January.
but set in January.
Yep. See, it's the winter one.
Yeah.
Or they meet in January because they're both commiserating their birthdays, but they fall in love in the spring and summer.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
It is a couple months. It is a slow burn.
It's the high school thing where it's like we met in the fall when school started, but we had a couple months of time pass.
Right. Ooh, it's got to be the enemies to lovers then.
Right.
Didn't like her when she first walked in. Anyway, sorry. We're just like writing a book over here.
When we talk about not writing fan fiction about real people.
Yes, we did talk about that.
And
How
here we are.
We did not care for it.
Self-insert
And
fan
here-
fiction about
Like-
real people.
But we're not self-inserting, we're inserting you.
You have no choice. You
I'm
just
not
accept
doing
your
it,
fate.
so-
All right. So do you guys have any last things to say
No.
about summer reads?
Let's not get into it.
For our listeners out there, if you guys have any books that you recommend either to read in summer, or if you have a book that like doesn't fit the summer vibe, but you think you'll read it during the summer or can recommend a book, let us know.
Yeah.
And Jenna, where can they find us?
All the places. Not really all the places, actually. I don't think we have a Twitter. We don't have all that. But,
It's not Twitter anymore, it's X.
oh,
So we definitely
we
do not
definitely
have a Twitter.
do not have that. We have Instagram and we have Facebook, and then you could literally listen to us anywhere. So you have no excuses. Your mom has no excuses. Your friends have no excuses. Listen
Join
to
us.
Join the cult. Drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the tea-laid.
Tea-Laid.
Tea-aid.
I can't say the quote I want to say.
All right. So we'll end off this episode by talking about what we're currently reading. Let's start with Marissa. What are you reading?
Like I said, summer is going to be more poetry. I finished Intercepts. I really liked that. I think I've read this before, and I just never finished all the poems in it, but Nikita Gill's Fierce Fairy Tales.
Ooh.
Because the reason why I say I think I've read it before is I have another bookmark in it, so I'm like, I've read these before. But, yeah, so I'm technically rereading it.
That would have been a good book for last week's episode.
I know. That was the
Alas.
thing, is I finished Intercepts, and then I looked at my shelf, and I'm all like, oh, fairy tales.
Speaking of, yeah, you could like give us the whole rundown on those poems.
Oh, the cool thing is we talked about like villains and backstories, and she has a very interesting backstory for Captain Hook in that one.
Ooh, cool. Was he a former lost boy?
No, him and Peter used to be in love when they were little boys, and then Peter ran off, and he grew up and thought Peter left him, and then found out that he did leave him and just forgot about him.
Dang.
And so he sold his hand for a magic ship to get to Neverland
to hang out with Peter again.
to exact vengeance on him because he left him
Wow.
Wow.
when they promised forever to each other.
I ship it. I ship it. I do not ship the
Old
Once
man.
Upon a Time version
Oh yeah, no.
because
Oh.
well, Hook and Emma are great together, but Peter is also spoiler alert for Once Upon a Time. Peter
Really
is
bad.
Rumpelstiltskin's dad
Yeah,
and Henry's grandfather.
Which
Therefore,
nothing makes sense.
that family tree is terrible.
it is literally the worst family tree ever.
I can't get into Captain Hook in Once Upon a Time because he always reminds me of my brother.
Yeah.
Very interesting, actually, minus the gay part.
Yeah,
Yeah, but in your book, he's gay. So
it's true.
yeah. All right, Jenna, what are you reading?
I just started The Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce.
I want to read that so bad.
Which is interesting. It'll be my first like really YA book in a long time, where it's very, very much high school contemporary romance. But I thought they looked cute and interesting. Actually, it's funny. The second one is what.
Because that recently came out.
Yeah, it was at Barnes and Noble, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute." And I just picked it up and like read the back of it and added it to my Goodreads, and then I was like, "Oh, it's the second one," so I put the first one on my Libby, and it just came through, and I said, "Yes, I will read that." And then, of course, right after that, I got the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I was like, "Wait,
Yeah, read that one first.
But,
yeah, read that one first.
the Dungeons and Drama I had already started it, so I was like, I'll just finish this really quick because it's gonna be quick. And
yeah. Seven
So.
Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is perfect for Pride Month.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah,
there we go.
See, that is a good one.
Maybe we should have our
Pride Month
discussion.
and a good summer read, I think.
Maybe we can have our discussion about that one.
I remember nothing.
We read it.
We read it really
Let's
quick.
reread it.
I have no time.
Skim it.
I have like 5 books on my Libby, plus too many on my shelf to do any rereads. Alas. Great. And I am still reading The Bone Season. It's a very slow slog for me. I ranted about this. No, I did not rant about this to Jenna, but I ranted about this to somebody, probably Hannah, where I feel like I'm like hopping into the second book in a series. Did I talk about this last week?
You did tell me about it, not the.
Oh, I did.
Just lightly though. No, we didn't get too much into it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I did read the prequel, and then I said, oh, it's a good segue to get into this book. And I, like, this book took such a big turn that I feel like I am missing, like, a huge chunk of, like, the main character's history. And I feel like I am hopping into the second book while missing out on the third book, or the first book, like, the official first book. Even though it is The Bone Season, I'm, like, triple checked. I am just very confused. And I don't know if this is just a product of its time since the book came out 10 years ago. But I finished the Cursed Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber last week. That I was reading last week. I finished that, and I'm on the third book, and I love it so much. I think Jenna would love this one.
You should also talk about.
Oh
these.
yeah, I forgot to bring up our chocolates. Good job, Jenna,
I was
for
like,
reminding
we
me.
should talk about it.
All right, so
I
Of-
completely forgot them.
of the 3 chocolates, which one was your guys' favorite? So a quick reminder, Jenna.
We had the English breakfast tea truffle, which was the one with the little orange flakes on top. The Paris tea truffle, which was the dark chocolate one with the little purple flakes, and the London fog, which was the milk chocolate one with the little purple flakes.
It's just dark chocolate flakes. It's not purple for
they-
Paris.
Oh, it looks like purple on it, but sprinkles.
Anyway,
Either way, so the English breakfast had like a caramel orange.
I did not like that one at all. I took one bite of it, made a face, and handed it to Jenna. and she ate
That's very
mine.
true.
I was wondering which one that was that you handed over.
I just don't think orange and chocolate are a good mix for me, personally. Like anytime
Even though
you get
it's
those,
summer and orange.
they belong in separate.
I love
They just-
orange and chocolate. I really enjoy orange and chocolate.
I always remember those orange sticks Mom
Right.
would have in her car.
Yeah. Or the oranges that you like smack and they.
yeah, that's what I'd get those for Christmas, and I would like suffer through them because of the chocolate part. But I would literally just hate them. I would eat them so much because someone gave it to me.
I
did
love
not
it.
like them.
But good to know. Don't get you orange and chocolate
Thanks.
together.
Yeah.
What did you guys
Noted.
think of that one?
I really liked that one. I liked all 3 of them. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed the English breakfast one.
Me too. That was
And-
my favorite.
The London Fog, you mean?
Yeah.
'Cause-
Oh no, sorry.
English breakfast was the orange one.
The London Fog.
Yeah.
Yes.
The London Fog was really good too. That was the one with the white chocolate in the middle.
I think that one was my least favorite of them.
Yeah. I actually think, weirdly, I think the Paris was my least favorite just because it didn't feel
It was
like
just
it
blah.
was anything.
Yeah.
It just tasted like chocolate to me. Chocolate with
had a hint of Paris to me because
Yeah.
I drink Paris like on a regular basis, so it had a very hint of it.
yeah.
But I think it was just kind of meh for me.
That's the
So-
one I thought you handed over to her. Was the Paris one?
No.
Yeah, it had a caramel to it, but even the caramel didn't taste very caramel.
Yeah.
And the chocolate, I think the dark chocolate just overpowered it, to be honest. If it had been a milk chocolate, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I really liked the English breakfast and the London fog, though.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
have a whole box of London Fogs. What was your favorite, Marissa?
Probably the English breakfast.
All right.
Yeah. Overall, I like them. I would buy this whole box and probably eat them. And enjoy them all.
I would be very interested if there's like a chai one with like cinnamon.
Oh, that would be good.
I'd like that one. Or
Harney and Sons, if you could do a seasonal one for, the winter time and fall time, like add a chai.
Yeah. I do know that they have
Chai
a
and a
hot
peppermint.
cinnamon.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, a peppermint would be good too.
Mhm.
A hot cinnamon tea.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a good one that they do. Also, if you want to sponsor us, we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
So,
All the tea. We will talk about you all the time.
all right. So, just a reminder, next week we're going to hop into our LGBT month. So get excited for that. And I will leave us off with a quote. All right. So this is by Jeanette Walls from The Glass Castle. And it says, "One benefit of summer was that each day we had more light to read by." And yeah, as we hop into summer, means we have more light to read by and we can read all the books, you guys.
Yep. Quite the opposite of what we said, where we said there's more things to do in summer. It's like, actually, we have more to read.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
We got homework.
Yeah.
Not just summer. Enjoy your summer. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.